Oh, hello there. It's Mark from Game Maker's Toolkit here with a super impromptu, super scrappy, and I'm going to be honest with you, very awkward update video about a few things that are happening in the world of Game Maker's Toolkit. So, first things first, I will be at the Game Developers Conference, aka GDC, in San Francisco later this month. And so if you too are attending this illustrious event, or you just happen to live in San Francisco, then you can meet me, because I'll be hosting a very small, very low-key, very low-stakes GMTK meetup on March 18th, that's the Tuesday, at 12 p.m. I'll be in the Yerna Buena Gardens, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's the nice park near the Moscone Center. I'll just be sitting there and happy to chat to basically anyone who wants to come up and say hello. I did one of these last time I was at GDC and it was really fun. There were a lot of people, so I might not get to talk to absolutely everybody, but I'll try my best and chat to as many people as I can. I'll give my exact location in the park on Blue Sky, nearer to the time, perhaps, when I've found a nice cozy spot to sit in, I'll say, here I am, come find me. If you are unable to come see me at that time and you still want to say hi, then I'll be walking around the conference and I'll be at various events and parties throughout the week, so if you see me, this is what I look like. Just come up and say, hello, and we'll have a lovely chat about video games and magnets and whatnot. So that is thing number one. Thing number two is that the Steam Spring Sale is happening next week, and Mind Over Magnet, my video game, will be on its deepest discount yet at 20% off. So if, for whatever reason, you have yet to buy my video game, the best thing to do right now is to go to Steam to add the game to your wishlist, and because it's 20% off, Valve will send you an email as soon as the sale goes online and you can go and get the game. On the back of that, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has supported the game, bought the game, played the game, reviewed the game. It's been sort of a fantastic, crazy, weird whirlwind. I have received, some fantastic feedback and words of appreciation. My favourite has been the feedback that I've gotten from parents of young kids who have enjoyed playing the game with their youngsters and found that even, quite young children have been able to understand the game, figure out some of the puzzles, move the character around and kind of get to grips with it and just have a good time. And that is like some of the best feedback that I have received, so that is fantastic. I am still keen to port the game to Switch and stuff. Been talking to a few people, but nothing has quite happened yet. I think one of the companies I talked to went out of business while we were in discussion, so that's the state of the games industry in 2025. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's something I would like to do. Thing three is that in the final episode of Developing, my series where I talked about how I made Mind Over Magnet, I said that I might never make another video game again. I might be done with this whole game making thing, and if I never made another game, that'd be fine by me. Surprise, I'm making another video game. Game number 2 is on its way. I actually started working on it back in December. We held a exclusive, tiny version of the GMTK Game Jam just for GMTK patrons in our little Discord community, and I made a 2-day prototype of a game, and I was like, damn, this is better than Mind Over Magnet. This game's great. I've had really good feedback from playtesters and stuff. The process of making this game is going to be much shorter. It's more of a roguelike-y type thing with upgrades and random content, less focus on, creating puzzles and bespoke content and artwork and stuff. So that should be done. I'm aiming to get it out by the summer, so late May perhaps. I don't know. I'm not quite ready yet to talk about it on GMTK fully, but I will soon. If you are also a GMTK patron, I chat about it all the time on the Discord. There's a whole room where I post updates and ask for design help and playtesting and whatnot, so come join me there. But yes, I will talk about that when I get back from America and start showing off what I've been working on. Thing 4? Is that right thing for is just to note that the GMTK Game Jam will obviously be back in 2025. It'll be our 9th year of running this thing, I believe. Not quite ready to announce the date just yet. Got a few more ducks to get in a row. Is that the metaphor? Not quite sure what that means. But yeah, a few more things to figure out, but then I will let you know exactly when the jam is taking place. If you want to know the moment it is announced, then go to gamemakerstoolkit.com/jam. There's a page where you can register your interest and you'll get an email as soon as the jam is announced. And then the final thing I wanted to say is just about supporting GMTK, which I threw at the end of this update. So a subset of people will be like, no, don't talk to me about Patreon ever again, people. I'm sick of hearing it on YouTube. But, GMTK has been basically funded almost exclusively by people like you for the entirety of its duration, which has been absolutely incredible. It's why I've been able to make this my full-time job. It's why I've made so many gosh darn videos. It's why you've never seen me suddenly break off into a little update about NordVPN or HelloFresh. I do like HelloFresh. It's why GMTK can live forever, hopefully. Throughout this entire time, I've been doing GMTK on Patreon. I think I've been running the Patreon for like 8 years now. I've been, trying various rewards, basically, things to thank the wonderful, generous people who support me every single month. And I've finally kind of, for the last year, settled on something that is kind of that perfect sweet spot of the patrons, the supporters really dig it and really find a lot of value in it. And I actually enjoy making it, and it doesn't take a huge amount of time away from making the videos. So it's a really good balance, and I hope you would like to check it out. It's called the GMTK Digest. It's basically a premium newsletter you get in your email every month, and it's just all about things that have been happening in the world of video games in that last month. So you start with some new releases where I might recommend some indie games like Guns of Fury, or give you some thoughts on the big AAA games like Avowed and Civilization 7. You also get some headlines like what's been going on in the news, and then the best bit is the reading list, which is 20 to 30 articles and videos from around the internet that I found in the last month. It's all handcrafted, curated by me. It's not, algorithms and all that stuff. And it's just if you like GMTK videos, you will like this stuff too. We've got stuff on game design and development and business and history of games and games critique and game animation and music and all sorts. It's just a fantastic resource in my personal opinion. You get it in your inbox. It's $3 a month. It supports GMTK and means that I'll be able to make videos and games for the foreseeable future. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can get this plus loads of other perks like Discord access and updates from me. And if this hasn't put you off from receiving updates from me, the best place to get it is to go to www.gamemakerstoolkit.com/digest, where you get information all about it and then a link directly to Patreon, or you can get it on Substack if you don't like Patreon for whatever reason. I don't know. You do you. So yeah, just want to say a huge thank you for all of your support, all of your patience while I was making that whole magnet thing, your new support and patience while I'm making this new game. But just, I hope that I have proved with the videos that I've been releasing this year that not only am I back and making lots of cool GMTK videos, but that the experience that I gained doing Mind Over Magnet has directly influenced and informed and improved the videos that I am making now. So the Zelda UI video just would not be possible if I hadn't learned how to use Unity, and the Game Dev 101 series is 100% based entirely on my game development, experience and career. Maybe. So it's all gravy, and thank you so much for your support. So if you are going to GDC, I will see you then. If you're not, and that's understandable because it's hosted in one of the most expensive cities in America, oh boy. If not, if you're a GMTK patron, I will see you in the Discord, where I am chatting to people basically every day. And if you're not there, then I'll just see you on YouTube, or I'll just see you in your dreams, just saying, hi, I'm Mark Brown. This is Game Maker's Toolkit. Bye!